starting lineup. It is brought to you by Geico. JB Bickerstaff indicated a few hours ago that Andre the Warriors. It is also brought to you by Geico with big men James Wiseman, Kevon.
The first half of the season, we'll have them all for you right here on NBC Sports Bay Area.
So you got to take care of the ball. Defensive rebounding is going to be huge. You got Jared Allen out.
To the Clippers last night. And a beautiful drive and finish. Son, Darius Garland. Winston Garland, the former Warrior, is
not exposing them in different ways. If you're not in the post, go to the hole.
And there's Steph cutting back door. Sexton and Draymond came to help. He made the shot.
Pick and roll, but Colin Sexton, man, he is hunting his shot.
We get a stoppage. We'll talk about Andre Drummond a little bit. As Steph Curry leads Wiggins. The kick out to JTA. His three is good. And Jetty Osmond's a tough cover for Steph, but he forced the miss. Jared Allen, the easy read. Amy Lillard, McCollum thing. Steph and Monte Ellis. Wiggins will flip it in. And Lennis said it, the mindset to begin this is good. That is a nice little tic-tac-toe. Oubre will handle. Oubre will go 94 feet and put it up and in. And Garland missing. Third opportunity for Cleveland. And just college coach was.
Yeah,
Avery Johnson.
There you go.
That is
about this so many times. His defender is not going to help off of him. So if he catches better tonight.
Jared Allen, nice spin move. Jared Allen
rolling to the basket. You saw Draymond stayed with the ball in there for a little bit. But watch the adjustment. Once Mike.
Garland with the shot clock at 7 down the lane. Here, Oubre knocked that away. Jetty Osmond will shoot the three and drop it in. Pretty good defense. Stevens taking it up and in, and look at Cleveland.
Got to take care of it.
Steph through the defense, flipping it up and in. Oh. Jetty Osmond made 1 3 and now 2. 15.
Yeah, they don't shoot a ton of threes, but he's one of the guys. He's 34% from there. He got the padding on his knees. I don't know if it looked like it was from the side. Players to play in the NBA, you had to be like ridiculously good, and there was a limit to the number.
He was the first Warrior of color, which is awesome. Raymond, JaVale with the shot clock at 7, and he's much
okay,
larger.
Now I can try to take Draymond. That size coming through.
Staff with a step back. Minute 17 of this first quarter. Curry and the Heat
step back after he got into his body, got some separation. Didn't get much separation.
Damian Dotson will move in for the mid-range and beat the Sexton and Garland driving the whole time.
I mean, you got to force him to the back. I hope it's not a man.
Oh, beautiful inside out.
Hey,
how about that? That's the
I mean, it's the definition of good to great. I think multiple people had shots that would have been tough shots. And,
Man, they get caught ball watching. It's surprising how much that happens in this league.
Wiggins, that's a good find for Wanamaker.
And one.
And there it is. Okoro, a little show and go, and a nice finish.
Epitome of just get it by any means, you know. He made it.
More. That's not one you want to have there.
Didn't give him a place to land.
That's a land on a shooter.
30-foot step back. So, I mean,
that's the thing. I think like when they make a good move,
for Jared Allen up front, and flipping it up and in. And also played in Italy, but his son is solid. And Steph, the pullback, the hesitation, the wing jumper. Oubre down the lane, and open Bazemore, corner 3. Yes, sir.
Community. And just try to always be a role model, you know.
Ken Bazemore will put it on here.
Draymond is flexing. Who's got the best celebration?
D-Lee's is up there. D-Lee
driving against him as a guard.
Juan Toscano Anderson boxed out Jared Allen by himself.
Oubre 3. And that's a good call. Ouch. It's going to be an offensive foul. How are you making that decision when this guy's coming at you 100 miles an hour?
I mean, at one point
Draymond was just waiting on him. Usually you get a sidestep there, but Okoro just tried.
Sexton kind of face guarding Steph, and Draymond sensed that and set the screen right here.
Draymond knew if Steph went to his right, Jared Allen was going to be on that side. So he went to the
Jared
other
Allen
side. Is not going to be anywhere to be found. That's why Steph is laughing like, oh, we just outsmarted him like crazy.
My friends are probably my biggest critics.
There you go. That's perfect. Another bar.
Bazemore and Steph, another 3. Got it! Floating it up and out. Jared Allen the rebound. Jared Allen the putback. 5 to shoot. Draymond down the lane. Curry sets hesitation, and that block shot sends out.
Third quarter. Solid on both sides to end that half.
Oubre. And speaking of cutting back door, Cedi Osman. Good to see Okoro healthy. And Draymond will be
man in the basket, but you got to know where your man is. You want to be far back enough to where you can
stoppage. But Steve said, "You want me to challenge?" Draymond said, "Yes." And Jared Allen would
get in there and box out his man.
Got the fake handoff, and Draymond down the lane.
Especially if Steph is coming off.
Now, we had this
That's
happen.
the thing. You sit there and celebrate for a split second. They run it back.
And Wiggins hits the three.
He's super accurate. Some of that is just trusting your players, telling you the truth.
There you go. Sexton. Draymond sets a screen. Steph gets a three. Wiggins and the ricochets. And Cedi Osman, I just like the way he runs the floor. Kelly Oubre, speaking of quick layups. Look at Cedi Osman. I just move it back to Draymond. Somehow, how did Steph catch that? How did he even catch it?
Small teammate in there, Garland, but this is the back cut from Steph. They got a hand on it, but then look how
this. I want him to get 16 tonight. Set a career high.
Well, if you're his teammates, keep back.
Cedi Osman. Drop in the three. Draymond another screen. Oh, Steph still able to
get a piece of his man. Jared Allen has to switch onto him. Started kind of late.
Really has resulted in a beautiful Warrior offensive performance. And Garland, Indiana high school playoffs for the state title. And Steph Curry.
But this is Steph coming off, and I love that Michael Mulder. This is what I'm talking about.
Trailing JTA. Mulder corner three. Got it!
It's not like a set that they're running. It's just freestyle. And Mulder, he's fabricated.
Oh, there it is. JTA down the lane.
An easier bucket. Well, maybe he will if he keeps playing with Steph. It's just great execution.
Underestimate the baby-faced assassin. Mulder three. Wonder if that took off. Curry missing the three. Toscano Anderson on the glass. A game that was tight at the end of one, tight through the first half. And Oubre keeps on a lot of love at the rim. A lot of contact, a lot of love. Sexton can attack Draymond again, and this time he was college players. You don't have that very often. Dotson will lay in for the rebound. Dotson will never be more open.
You're going to remember pretty fast. Well, remember, might not be practicing.
Trigger is off-ball timing and the safety.
That engaged all the Warriors with the marches. Now, too sloppy with that kind of lead. And then Damian Lee will go.
You got McGee on you on the perimeter. You got that quickness. Use it.
Oh, Pascal with the baby. You know, think about Wiggins. You know, he has
a lot of really good offensive team. That's why their defense has been some slippers there. Oh, my goodness. Again, with Kevin Love to figure out what kind of team this really is. Colin Sexton was like in a 2-3. You know how they play box one with Steph as they find Pascal inside?
Wanamaker on the draw and kick. And those are the right type of three. 31 on threes. Hoops for kids getting paid off tonight. Wanamaker back to Wiggins.
Colin Sexton just sold out for this one. And Andrew Wiggins just left it for having a good time. Basketball is fun.
Well, you think of, you know, 20 comparisons where the last guy to do it was Michael Jordan. As Bazemore, it's tied now for the third best. To see just all three-pointers.
Yeah, he'll call another timeout and get into him.
And Sexton, he made a good D by D. Lee. And that is actually...
Defense is kind of a question for him, but the jump shot is not.
Eric Pascal dropping that in. Nice movement there. That's the kind of three you want to take. Right in the pocket, and Mulder railed it.
And the bench was up cheering him on.
Warriors, if you checked out Jordan Poole, Nico Mannion, Mulder one more time.
Put some respect on my name.
Anderson wasn't able to help Draymond. The Warriors would be in big trouble.
Some purpose to your attack. And you do need to move the ball. You do need to have guys like Toscano step up.
And for the Dubs, take advantage of these home games. And that is over now, because they're going to have more than a few. But for the Warriors, they gear up for Miami. And the Cavs are home.